Yo. Wagwan. Yo, what's good, guys? We back, boys. I, I kind of want to show you my freaking. I jumped on Hinge. Hinge is like Tinder if you don't know what it is. Skip this version. Wait, fuck that. I kind of want to show you some of these messages. I was sending them to the boys last night. I'm going into Vancouver. Dude. It's been a long time since I've been on a dating app. And like now that I'm like 30, like you can when you're 30, you can date anywhere from 20 to 40, you know? You got a wide range. And like 30 is the ideal age for a man. 30 to 35, okay? Dude, I can't even keep up with the number of people pinging me. Um and and this is wait, I'm gonna see if I can pull up a screenshot. Like wait. So this is the boys. Wait, can you read this? I'll make it bigger. It's just nonstop this shit, dude. They see you have a job, dude, and like this is the awesome thing about trading is, man, like once you have like I don't even flex at all. My profile doesn't flex at all. Okay, it's just a photo, and then it's like I don't even show my balcony. I don't show my peacocks. I don't show nothing. I'm like I have a nice paying job sort of thing, right? That's it, right? and like and like this girl's like crazy hot. Um, but we're gonna talk trading soon. I just want to like motivate you guys because like I didn't realize how easy dating is once you have like just like not even like a huge amount of money, but like a stable amount of money. Um, wait, I'm not. I don't know if I could should show you too many of these, but that last girl was they know you're rich. I'm not. The thing is, I'm not even. Like I don't spend that much money, dude. Like the company is rich. Instagram's bugged out, I think. And Instagram live. The company's pretty rich, and I'm set for life is the thing, right? But that's the crazy thing is like they're not getting fucking pampered. And it's how many accounts do I use? One, just this. I mean, I could trade more. I was thinking about starting to trade prop firms again. Should we trade prop firms again? The reason I stopped trading prop firms is one, I trade futures. Um, wait one sec. I'm gonna show you something, bros. Look at this. Wait. Oh fuck. Like this morning. This is this morning. There's like 30 matches, dude. And like they're all sending crazy messages. They're all throwing themselves. I told you guys last week I was gonna go on a rampage and start dating again because I haven't been for quite some time. Dating was always easy for me. Never had a problem, even when I was broke. Yeah, I mean that's good, bro. It's just maybe it's now that I'm in my 30s and like I'm matching with a wider range of people. But I haven't done the dating app for like 5 years, sort of thing, right? So I'm going to Vancouver this weekend, and I've already lined up like 3 people to meet, and that took 15 minutes last night. I have an 80% pass rate on TPT. Okay, so yeah, I wanted to say the you're banned on Apex now because you're using DMC. I love it, dude. You have to switch to TPT. Okay, cool. Yeah, the reason I stopped trading on prop firms was because it is annoying having like to like rebuy accounts, right? That it was just kind of annoying like pain point. But obviously, I guess like working is annoying. But like the issue is there was so many things going on in the futures market, like Top Step changing rules, futures firms dropping out. I think funding ticks shut down. Like, so I just wasn't confident in the futures space. And I trade futures, right? It's the same as CFDs. It's just that's what I prefer to do because futures is a centralized market, right? If you're tall and got money, it's mad easy. Yeah, basically. Basically. Maven is futures. Maven's not futures, no. We could make futures later. We're doing something else. Actually, I think I could leak this at this point. On Monday, watch Maven. There's a new. I'm gonna just leak it. It'll be out on Monday. Okay. Um, can we fully leak it? I think we could fully leak this. I might get in trouble for this. Whencrypto.com. I might get in trouble for this because it's technically not out yet. This launches Monday. This is fucking sick, dude. So here's the thing. It's a crypto firm. Oh yeah, it's leaked, bro. Somebody might yell at me in like 5 minutes to like stop doing this, but it's a crypto firm, dude. We have a 1 and a 2 step, right? Static drawdown on the 1 step, right? Genesis is something fucking unreal, right? This is gonna take like an extra week or two, but yeah, dude, this is like GTA sort of bullshit, dude. We've been working on this for a year. Genesis is gonna break the fucking industry, dude. Look at this, 200% profit split. It's and it's instant. I'll tell you that this one's gonna be instant, but and it's a really cool idea. We've been working on that one for a long time. There's a couple more things to pan out, a couple more weeks, but we're launching this on. It comes out Monday. And look at this. Fuck yeah, dude. Don't get wasted. So sick, right? Yeah. So we might be switching more to crypto trading, and I'm going to be trading on this probably. And then just it's all the fucking crypto coins. It's everything, dude. Okay. So let's look at the actual market. What's up, Punisher? Yeah, the graphics are sick. It's fucking cool, dude. That's been a long project that we've been working on. So market's looking again kind of a little bit shaky. I know a lot of people are worried about gold here. You know, I don't worry too much here. It is coming down. Also CTGO, like we've been holding this for fucking forever, and it's come back down to break even. Am I gonna close it out? Maybe, but I'm not ready yet. With gold, like I'm still pretty confident gold is gonna be a solid asset. You know, they did kind of fail these tops. You know, yesterday they closed bearishly, so this might come down a little bit lower. But I am willing to take an extra trade here. I just want to see where this weekly closes. So that's going to be the deciding factor. Like if we fail the weekly, I'm going to get out of this trade, right? So this is the important level right here that we want to, you know, kind of hold in there. So if they're not bouncing like right now, it's pretty unfortunate actually. They're dumping pretty hard into this right at the end of the week. So we might have taken the wrong side of that play. Did that candle literally just closed right now too, eh? This looks pretty dang bad. I'm gonna let it go for the weekly close because this is a decent amount of support here. It's moving pretty fast. Anything could happen right now, right? I'm still decent on gold. If a weekly closes bullishly, like not like if it doesn't fail, then I'll be adding to this trade. With CTGO, gold mining company, I'm gonna show you something here. If you're looking at this monthly, right? You'll be like, holy shit, that's dumping hard, and you can say, hey, this is support, right? Or what you can do is you can say, hey, the previous all-time highs was this, okay? So this is another way to look at it, right? You can say, hey, this is support, and this is what most people do, is they say that's support, so I want to buy in there. Or if you want to be more accurate, you can say, hey, this is previous all-time high, and the move in which we got to the previous all-time high is all this, right? So this is the level that they're actually going to be needing to support, and not this, okay? So again, if you're looking to buy gold, you know, or you want to buy a gold mining company, CTGO would be a good buy here, right? And then you would just be, you'd be positioning yourself something like this, right? So it might even be a decent buy right now, and maybe I'll throw an extra 10 in there. We can throw an extra 10 just because that's what we want to see, that level get supported, okay? And if not, again, we're going to get out, like, because so in theory we could take a hit here, but we're planning accordingly, right? We're managing our risk effectively, right? Yeah. And then oil is the other big one right now, and we'll look at crypto in a second too. Oil is the other big one, where this weekly we should watch the close here. The weekly close is really awesome. So exactly what I told you guys was going to happen on this 4 hour with oil is we were going to bounce off that level, right? And then go for new highs. So that's exactly what happened. Oil's going to keep ripping up. Obviously this is so far, this is exactly what we want to see for oil. Exactly what we want to see. I'm holding my buys on oil from 8 what? NQ, beautiful sell-off today. We'll look at NQ as well. Stock market a little bit shaky once again. Everything just a little bit shaky still. A lot of people struggling in times like now, right? Just because nothing's really easy right now, right? It was really easy in January. And again, your whole goal as a trader is when things aren't easy or when things are going down, you want to not lose money, right? That will make you better than every trader ever, right? If things are shaky or if they're going down, just avoid the market, right? And that's the easiest way to trade, right? It's like with crypto right now. Again, too, it's going down, a little bit shaky right here. It's pumping up, but like, again, I don't buy this shit, right? It's in this range. It could come higher. I say this every day. It could come higher to here, but it's going to be going down, right? So my whole goal is not to be buying these like dead cat bounces, but rather be buying like the actual low and then just waiting. Alternatively, you can DCA. You have a couple options, and that's what's great about trading. Which pair make you the most profitable since you started trading? Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the absolute easiest thing in the world to trade, and that's why I'm excited about this new When Crypto launch. Because dudes, like, you can, like, crypto is the easiest fucking thing in the world to make money on, and you guys are gonna be fucking hyped with this. There'll be an industry first, not on launch, but in a couple weeks, an industry first challenge, right? Something brand new. What I can say on it, maybe I don't know if I can say anything on it. Other than it's like it's kind of like a story mode, I guess. Maybe I can say that. So it's like you progress over time. I think I can say that. I can't tell you how it works, but like it's you know, it's GTA sort of inspired, right? So you want to progress your character, right? And it's a really cool way to do it. So how is an account for the crypto launch? I don't know what that means, bro. So that'll be Monday, bros. So you can check that out. What else do we want to look at? Silver, same things as gold. All metals kind of move in unison. So obviously we're going to be down today because we are very heavily situated in metals and energies right now, right? Coinbase still ripping up a little bit. Like, we're perfectly fine with Coinbase. Coinbase was a little bit smarter than holding just Bitcoin right now because people are trading it. So, but a good chance it rejects as well. Yeah, like, once again, there's not much to be doing. I'm glad we sold some of this copper. We were able to exit and profit on copper up here, right? We'll re-add again if copper comes down. I'm happy to add to this. You're definitely ahead of the prop game. Yeah, bro. Forex is back and folds it. Yeah. So what do we want to do, boys? Let's what do you think about cacao? What is, wait, cocoa? Is it cocoa? No, what is cacao? Why the fuck would we trade cacao, dude? How do you spell cacao? Wait. Cacao. What is this? I don't know what the fuck this is, dude. Yeah, I guess it's Friday. What do we want to do, boys? Check pork chop as well. Why am I trading such a small account size if I'm a millionaire? Because I think it would be irrational to be trading such a large amount of money. Like, if you're doubting my wealth, like, all you have to do is go look me up, dude. I own one of the largest prop firms in the world. So, like, do I really need to prove to you that I have money? And I tell you guys, this is the God honest truth. I don't have money. Right? I don't hold any money. So this $8,000-9,000 that we've been bouncing around, that's like all of my personal liquid cash. I don't have any cash. Why? Because that's retarded. Why would I be holding money? Maybe I have to add more there. Why would I be holding money when you pay tax on the money that you make? Why would I pay myself if I have to give it away? You see what I'm saying? It makes way more sense to just hold all the money in the business, have the business invest, right? Have the business churn cash, right? Hold long-term assets that you don't trade. You just hold them, you just invest, right? And then from you know, regular normal folks' point of view and the government's point of view, I am a bum. I'm wearing a fucking ripped up t-shirt. My Jeep is broken down. I don't have any money, dude. This is all my money. $8,000. That's everything. I'm dead broke, dude. But did I buy the home with the business? No, I don't even own it. It's rented. Why would I own a home? Right? Like, you guys don't understand. Why would I own a home when you have to pay property taxes? You have to pay the mortgage, and then when you get paid, like, the down payment, I'd have to pay all these taxes on. I'd have to pay the land transfer fees, yearly property taxes. I'd have to pay for insurance, right? I'd have to pay for the interest on the mortgage, right? Or I can pay my $4,000 a month and have a full house without ever having to pay taxes on anything. Right? It doesn't make sense. But the reality is, like, I'm set for life, right? And that's what like, okay, so as traders, right? Like, you guys might not have the exact same position, right? I have a company and I trade, right? But as traders, if you guys want to follow this same advice, it's not that difficult. One, here, this is what you do is if you want to, like, I know a lot of you are watching this, and when you get money, you're just gonna fucking spend it, but then you're gonna be fucked by the tax guy or whatever, right? So what you want to do is put it in a corporation and then trade under the corporation. Be employed under your corporation, right? All the money that you make on the corporation is a trading corporation, or do some, like, or brand it as like trading education or something like that, and then teach a couple people on the side or something, right? And then that way, that's your business, like something trading related, right? And then invest under the business's name. Okay. So you can even go to a bank. I don't care where you go, and then invest it under the business's name, and then just pay yourself the minimum amount you need to survive. And then that way, you don't, like, this is how the rich guys stay rich, dude, is they don't pay themselves. Y'all are doing it wrong. If you want to be set for life, and that's what I think you should do as a trader, is you shouldn't aspire to be a rich asshole. You should aspire to be safe forever, right? That's my beliefs, man. Did you start off with scalping or swing trading right away? I mean, I did what everyone else did, and I thought I was going to get rich quick from scalping and day trading, and it's not going to happen. So I advise what you do is you swing trade. You'll make more money swing trading, and it'll be less stressful, and you can spend more time doing other things, right? A little XRP really quick. Yeah, nothing of interest here. Still going to go down probably, right? So we share the same belief, brother. Yeah. Can't I just invest it long term? Yeah, I mean that's the whole point, right? But the thing is, once you pay yourself, you get charged income tax, right? So why would you ever pay yourself? You know what I mean? Like here's the example, right? Let's say, and I advise you guys. I'm not giving you like how to cheat the system. I'm telling you how to use the system for your most advantage for yourself. Okay. Is let's say you made $1 million, right? Doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter where it came from. So for actually, first off, you're probably you're gonna start with just your own personal cash first of all, because you're gonna be working a job or something like this, okay, or your own business or whatever. What you do some prop firms, do some trading. Once you make like 100,000 or something, right? Like generally under 100,000, like people don't really care. But once you start making like more than like 100,000 and you have like a bunch of cash, okay, now you got to start claiming this stuff, right? So what you do is you invest that money into a business, right? So you start up a business, right? You can either put it offshore or in your own country or whatever it is, okay? You put all that money into the business as an investment, okay? That you could probably not have to worry about paying too much tax if you've made that personally, if it's a small amount of money, okay? What you do is you start funneling it into the business, okay? And then from there, the business then can buy office space, which could be your rent, right? That could be your rent. It can pay for your computer. It can pay for potentially your travel if you need to do travel and gas. It could potentially pay for your car, right? When you're doing these things. And all you do is trade under the business name, right? You're a trading business, right? The trading could be day trading, it could be swing trading, it could be investing, it doesn't matter. All that profit is going under the business, right? And then that way you never pay taxes on it until you actually take profit. One, if you take profit on your trades, right? So if you're investing, you're not taking profit yet. Or you cash out some of the money and then pay yourself, because then you're going to have to pay income tax, right? So, but then it's like, okay, why would you pay yourself anything? Because all of your expenses can be under the idea that you're using it to support your business. My car, I need to travel for my business, right? My rent, I need to have an office space for my business, right? Lunches, I can take out clients or whatever, right? You can do all this stuff. As long as it all makes sense, right? You can claim pretty much everything and then not pay yourself anything. So why, again, the question goes back to, why do I only have 10 grand under my own net worth? It's because that's all I'm worth, dude. That's all people need to know I'm worth. The business, I own a business, right? Do I use FVGs? No, FVGs are idiotic, dude. Like, no, not idiotic. It's overcomplicated nonsense that puts one idea into a very small box. What do I mean by that? Okay, let's explain what is an FVG. All right, let's jump into it. Let's look at I don't know, just fucking click on copper here for some reason. Okay, so this is why FVGs are stupid, right? And what is an FEG? This is an FEG, right? It's a fucking big candle, right? Or rather, how would you define an FEG? I would say it's a candle that passes multiple levels, okay? There you go. There's an FEG, okay? Passes multiple levels, and people like to call this an imbalance. I don't know why, because that's a ridiculous term. There's nothing imbalanced about the market. The market is literally balanced 100% of the time. So I don't know what that term means, but they call it an imbalance or something, right? It passed multiple levels in one go, okay? So people say, hey, you should buy it when it comes back down to the origin of that move. And this is so stupid, right? Because if it comes back down to the origin of that move, that means this entire movement retraced. What you want to see is it not come back down here. Because if it comes back down here, it means that this whole move is unsustainable. So FVGs are actually the opposite of what you want to be doing. What you want to be doing is buying off of the level in which it most recently gained. Okay? So an example that might make a little bit more sense, we're going to go back to the NASDAQ. And we're just going to jump on to, I don't know, fucking hourly or something. Let's look to see what we can find, okay? So here's an example, okay? Look at the exact current price. So you've got let's just trying to find like just something that's easy, right? So here's another thing. I wouldn't call this an FVG, right? This one here, because it only gained one level, right? And it's the exact same thing, right? Except it comes here and it comes back and tests the most recent level, okay? And that's exactly how you should be treating FVGs, in the exact same way. Look back over here, right? Do you see over here? You gained this level, so it retests it and then goes for a new high, right? Every single time. Look, here's another one. You gain the level, you rebuy it, and then it goes up a little bit, right? This is the next level, okay? You see? Now here, most recent price, right? You lose this level, retest it, and then it's going to go down to the next level down, okay? It's the exact same thing as an FVG, except the FVG is skipping levels, right? So I want to show you, like, okay, here's an example maybe. Somebody might call this an FVG. Look, you've skipped 1 and 2 levels. Now, what would have happened if it came back down here? It would have failed and then went through. But instead, it bounced off this level, because that's the actual level that most recently passed, and then went for the new highs, right? So FVGs are actually the wrong thing to do. The right thing to do is just treat everything like a level. So you guys think TGR is stupid? I think TGR, yeah. Yeah, TGR is not a good trader. I'm positive. That's not to say he's not making money, but he's not a good trader, right? He's making money based off of investing in being in the market. That's how he's making money, and I know that with certainty. TGR does not have a strategy that beats the market. Foolishly viewing gaps. That's hilarious, dude. FVG. Nonetheless, FVG is real and it works. Well, what I've just proved to you is it works worse than looking at it in a simpler way. And that's why, so that is why I tell you FVGs are silly. Like that's why I'm over the top about this, is because it doesn't make sense. Right? It's FVG is an overcomplicated version of something that works better when you simplify it. That's the scam of the FVG. Not that it doesn't work, in that you've over-engineered something. Does this make sense? It's like putting a hammer on a light switch. It's like taping a hammer onto a light switch and then lifting up the hammer each time, putting a hole in your wall, right? Causing some damage. But you're like, oh, the lights turn on, so it works. Yeah, duh, it works. But you're not doing it the most efficient way possible, and you're making it weirdly complicated, and it's causing more damage than just flipping the switch. You see what I'm saying? Does that metaphor make sense? Such a big fan. Hey, love you too, buddy. Hey, buddy. Meow meow. Meow meow. You just yeah, TGR is he's a TikTok dancer, basically, right? TikTok dancer that decided to sell trading courses, right? What is the efficient way to? I mean, I just explained it to you. I literally just explained it to you. You use the most. You treat FEGs as nothing more than a candle that skipped multiple levels. Okay. So again, here I'm going to explain it. This is a level, right? And it retested that level before continuing to the next one. And then again, level, they retest it, they attempt to make a new high, they fail, and they must then go to down in the other direction. Like, the market is fucking so easy when you treat it as only levels and attempts to make gains or losses on those levels. Okay. So the FEG factor is that it skips multiple ones, right? So when people are buying the retest of the FEG, right? So I'm going to show you here once again. Look at this, right? Here's a perfect example, okay? We're going to treat this all as an FEG, okay? Right? We're going to treat that all as one candle, okay? Just for example's sake, right? Let's say that jumped down all in one, and in theory, it basically is an FEG, okay? So you've got all these levels that, so a lot of people will say, hey, this is the FEG that you want to be buying or selling rather, right? Because that's where the level broke, right? So that's the imbalance, right? But it's stupid because you are more likely to lose. You're actually better off trading into it than trading the actual FEG. I've done the tests. You're better off doing the opposite than actually taking this short, okay? So the reason being is because this is the level here, right? Can you see? This is the level here that you most recently passed, and there was a reaction off that level, right? But there's no reaction here. Do you see this? Because this was the determining factor of the trend changing, right? You've regained this zone, which means you must then push to the next level up, which is here. Do you see that? So once you regain it, you go there, right? And then from here, you regain this zone, right? And you always know the next move with dumb money concepts. You regain this zone. This is just the retest so people can fill their orders. And then where do you go? You go to the next level up. Shoot for new highs, right? It's simple. So easy, it's dumb. Yeah, it's dumb money concepts, bro. So in other words, normal fair value gaps doesn't work. They invented another concept to cope with the failure. So it's basically like, I think, did ICT make the FEGs? I honestly don't know. Okay, but the idea of an FEG is somebody came in and they basically did what Big Pharma did. Okay, they come in and they're like, there's something that works. Like, here's an example. They're like, you know, you can take, I don't know, dandelion root or something, right? And flush out your gut, or you know, detox or whatever it is. Let's say there's medicine. Dandelion roots are really helpful for something. And then a company comes along and they're like, I want to monetize this, right? Well, I can't go and just be like, hey, these are levels. I'm going to sell you a course on how the levels work, right? No, I'm going to make up something, FVG, right? I'm going to make up something FEG. This is now my product, right? And I can't just say it's the same thing. I have to change it, right? So that's what Big Pharma did, is they're like, okay, we basically going to make a chemical version of dandelion root now that's less efficient and toxic, right? So that I can sell it for a higher cost. That's what an FEG is, dude. It's a worse product sold to you in a new box, so that they could brand it under their own name, under the ICT concepts, right? In theory, it's kind of what I did with Dumb Money Concepts, right? I'll be honest with you. In theory, it's kind of what I'm doing with Dumb Money Concepts, but I'm doing it as a, what's it called? A parody, right? I'm making fun of Smart Money Concepts with it, right? Does this make sense to you guys, right? I am rebranding the exact same thing under a new box as a joke to make fun of them, because it's fucking so simple, and you don't there's nothing smart about it. It's literally just levels and then attempts to make new highs. That's all you need to know. That's everything you need to know in the market. Is this is a level, they gained it, so they'll go to the next level. Look at this. This is a level now. They gained it, so they'll go to the next level, right? So I'm rebranding something that doesn't need to be rebranded as a joke. This is all a joke. Do you see? Do you get it? Everything I've been doing for the last year teaching you guys Dumb Money Concepts has been a fucking joke. And it's working. People are bonding with Dumb Money Concepts. It's a joke, but it works.
Jokes working better than I.
So funny, eh? My name is Sherry. Can you guide me on how to watch your videos? Just go to YouTube, bro. FEGs don't work on all markets. Some use order blocks. So again, some use order blocks. What is an order block? Let me show you. It's the same thing. Every concept in ICT and Smart Money Concepts is one of two things. Okay? And this is the hilarious part of it, is they've got fucking 20 concepts, but it's all one of two things, right? It's what is a level? So order block, FEG, whatever, breaker, whatever, right? It's all the same thing. It's all literally, this is a level. What is a level? A candle body. Okay, that's it. Just a candle body is a level, okay? And then the other concept is the attempt to pass a level, which is a wick or a liquidity sweep. So, or turtle soup. What, I don't know the fucking terms. I don't even remember what the terms are, dude. But if you go and you look, can DMC be coded into an algorithm? Yes. Good luck. I'm not smart enough to do it though. If you go and look at every single SMC or DMC concept, like even I'm gonna break it down. Even AMD strategy. Like let me break this down. Like everything is DMC. AMD strategy. Let me show you this, okay? So literally everything in the smart money world and the ICT world is Dumb Money Concepts, but they've rebranded it as something overly complicated so that you can't figure it out properly, and then they sell it to you so that they have their package deal, okay? Here is your levels, right? This is your range, okay? Then what you do is you attempt to make a new low and you failed. So you come back into that zone, okay? You then retest and you go. Let me show you, okay? Exact same thing. What we just looked at. You have You have any sort of range, right? Any sort of price action, right? Doesn't matter. This is the level that we're going to use, okay? You attempt to make the new low. You close back within it, and then it goes the other direction to the other side of that range. Because this was not supported. That's it. It's all you need to know. And it doesn't matter if it's a wick or a bunch of candles. The whole point is you've regained this zone. So you must retest and then go, right? That's AMD, right? It's the same thing. Here's another picture right here. Look at this. So you see here, it gained the level, right? And then they went for a new high. You can literally see it on that wick. They went for the new high after gaining, and then they lost the level, regained this zone, retested it, right? You can see on that wick, retested it, and then went to the opposite side, right? Lost the level and continued. This is how the market works. And people have overly complicated it. You only need two things. What is a level? Right? It's candle body. And then attempts to gain, lose, or regain and regain the levels. That's it. Are you tired of explaining the same thing over and over again? Kind of. But I know people are learning from it, dude. I know people.
You're a better ICT trader if you learn DMC.
I know people are winning because look at this. Like, post your wins. Boom. Let's see. Somebody just posted. I have his funded account since day one. I had 2 losses. They're due to psychology. They both hit TP. Now I'm out. Happy to say that I'm up on the account now. Thank you, Hunter. You're welcome, bro. Like, fucking, he's winning. He's winning. Everyone is winning. I haven't seen anyone losing that does what I'm saying. Look at this. We asked the other day, have you tried DMC? Does it work? Yes or no? Not a single person has said no. What about ICT? Not a single person says ICT works. I mean, it's the same thing-ish. It's just what I've done for you is I've removed the poison from the strategy. ICT is Dumb Money Concepts with added poison that he can brand it under his name. He's the fucking big pharma, bro. And I'm the natural, healthy dandelions that heal you normally. That's good for you. You know what I'm saying? Can you please give an example of a trade you're in right now that shows this concept? Yes, that's a decent question. Coinbase. Just clicked on a random one here, okay? Coinbase. Took a long. Why? Because on the monthly candles, we attempted to make a new low and we failed. Right? Now look at this. If you jump to the weekly, look, what does that look like? It looks like that AMD shit, right? You go for low, right? And then it comes back in. Looks like that fake out bullshit, right? The only thing that is a monthly failure to lose a low. So what is it going to do? It's going to come back up here. That's it. DMC working on lower time frames? Yes. The reason why I don't suggest lower time frames is because you have to monitor the higher time frames as well. Higher time frames will always take precedent over the lower time frames. Lower time frames happen faster though. What time frame am I trading on? All of them. Bro, so to be very clear, all we have to do is mark off 1 hour levels. No, you have to mark off every level. See, this is why I'm making it so simple for you, okay? This is why it's so, I keep saying it's so incredibly easy, right? Is because the concept of what you need to do is so easy, but what for you to be day trading, you need to be watching all of the time frames, right? So let's say you were trading something like ICT where things are more complicated. you have to also apply that on all of the time frames. So now you've got yourself in this bundle of like random shit conflicting each other, and you confuse yourself, right? So if you want the easiest way to make money for certainty, all you do is you look at the daily, weekly, and monthly, because those ones don't change very fast, right? And you don't have much conflicting things. They're generally always saying the same thing together, right? The high time frames only. And then use dumb money concepts, which is just that literally what is the level and where is it trying to attempt to gain. That's it. Okay. And that is how I have an 80 to 90% win rate. Because I don't have to think. I don't have to figure things out. It's easy that way. If I went down to the 1 hour, I'd have to watch the 1, the 4, the daily, the weekly, and the monthly. If I went to the 15, I'd have to watch the 15, the 1 hour, the 4 hour, the daily, the weekly, and the monthly. Do you see how that's getting annoying? If I watch the 5 minute, I'm going to have to watch the 5 minute, the 15, the 1 hour, the 4 hour, the daily, the weekly, the monthly. That's annoying. And then on top of that, it's fucking every 5 minutes I get a new candle. So I have to look at all of them every 5 minutes. Which are the recommended time frames? You guys ask the dumbest questions. Monthly. Monthly is the recommended time frame. Can you look at EU? Sure, let's look at EU, bro. Like,
Strategy is sound. It's we who have to put in the reps to improve with the strat.
every time I go back to a chart and I tell you guys what's going to happen, like I drew this, right? I drew this. This is weeks ago, many weeks ago, right? We drew that and it would go down, right? Every time I go back to a chart, it tells you the same thing, right? So this is going to close pretty soon. Probably going to be a pretty bad weekly close, right? So it looks like they're going to go for this low here next. That's next week, most likely. Going to go lower, most likely, if it closes like that, of course. How much money do you earn per day from trading? 0. I don't live off of trading. Made 8K on Netflix after it broke the 1 year low. Nice, bro. Just join. Can you get a recap on the strategy? Oh man, we just ranted for the last hour on this. Dumb money concepts, bro. You can watch it on YouTube. If you're new here and you want to get involved, join the Discord as well. Dumb money concepts is the simplified version that performs better and more accurately than smart money concepts. Okay. Smart money concepts and ICT are over engineered garbage that makes things worse, okay? So dumb money concepts is literally just what is a level? It's a candle body, okay? There's a little bit more to it, but that's how you start. What is a level? And then attempts to make new highs. So if a wick goes past it and then fails to hold that level, it will go in the reverse direction. If it closes beyond the level, it will go in the continuous direction. That's it. What do you think about Doyle Exchange? I think all influencers are retarded. Levels align or a zone or both. A level is a point. You can make them into zones if you prefer, but like a singular level is a singular point. If you prefer to draw zones, that works for you, right? Like sometimes I have zones, right? But it's a range. It's a range in which I have an idea, right? So this is the Nas. Are we still in the Nasdaq? No, yeah, we got out of it, so that's good. Because it was going to go down. The videos on YouTube, are they sufficient for DMC? Yeah, more or less. I would recommend you watch the stream every single day. If you, I'm going to be honest with you. If you watch this stream every single day for the next year, you will be one of the best traders in the world. If you watch this stream every single day for a year, I guarantee you will be profitable. Okay. And if you're not, money back. I will send you your $0 back. Now, a lot of you might ask, hey, why are you not day trading? Right? Well, one is I run a company that doesn't really allow me time to sit here and day trade for like 3 hours, 4 hours a day. Right? I can do this live stream, which is like an hour, right? But that's about all the time I look at trading. I only look at the chart for like an hour a day. Right? So like I can't really take trades then. It's better to swing trade, right? Dow in that range that we said it would go down to, right? Do I make money from this stream? No. Where do I anticipate gold going? I am long on gold. With gold, we need gold to hold this level for this week. There's a few hours left. If it dumps hard here, then we might be fucked. And it doesn't look great, to be honest. Looks kind of crap. So it's a decent chance it dumps hard. So based off this weekly candle is when you're going to determine where gold's going. Okay. If gold fails here, then I'm gonna be out of metals. I'm gonna get out of gold. Thanks. I'm addicted to your videos. That makes things pretty easy. You're welcome, buddy. Yeah. Do I dabble in forex? Never. Gold should be fundamentally bullish. Yeah, more or less. Let's look at Edgefinder. Let's take a peek again. Oh, wow. Gold is rather bearish. Wow. Yeah, we might not want to be in on gold longs, honestly. Gold news, geopolitical tensions, Middle East, including our elevated safe haven demand and oil prices providing tailwinds, higher energy costs. Yeah. Interesting. it's an interesting time right now for gold because if you're looking at this, like the war in Iran stuff is very obvious that gold should be a safe haven, right? Um, but if you're looking at economic data, like economic data is great right now, so that's generally bearish for gold, right? Like if you looked at the Nasdaq or something now, a Nasdaq's not even that bullish. What is bullish right now? Nothing is bullish. Everything is bearish. Just the dollar. Like even
Panic selling in the market.
I guess even the Nasdaq's not even really that interesting, right? Because the job markets are it's a really weird time. What's your main category of trading? I don't know what that means. VIX is bullish. So the VIX. Generally, when the holy fuck, the VIX is high, dude. Generally, when the VIX is this high, which is crazy, because like the VIX is high, but the it's just ranging. So something's gonna blow up quick, dude. Might happen on Monday. Something's gonna blow. Cause look, the VIX is rocketing, dude. But the market's not moving. So that means it's fucking whipsawing around. That's what it means, right? It means that there's a lot of volatility without any movement. So it's just ripping back and forth. And eventually, one of the sides is going to break with a lot of momentum. Yeah, we might... oil is bullish, yes, of course. Oil is very, very bullish. Yeah, boys. Like, honestly, I'm not confident with any trade right now. Like, for the last month, things have been weird. I'm not confident in anything. We've been sitting between 85 and 9K for months. Let's do a giveaway, and then I might head over to Vancouver, see if I can find myself a date. Let's do a giveaway for Maven. 10K two-step, nice. And we'll do plus when, WEN. In order to enter the giveaway, you have to be watching on YouTube. If you're subscribed, you get 5 times the number of entries for a 10K two-step from MavenTrading.com. Yeah, honestly, I'm a little bit cautious, like with everything going on here. Like, I can't believe it, bro. Oil ripping though. I wish we had bought more oil. That would have been really nice. Anyways. Yeah, we'll do this giveaway. I'll do a little bit more work and then head off for the weekend. Hope you guys have a nice weekend, eh? And just chill out now. There's nothing more to trade for the day. The day's over, bro. The week's over. Let's fucking start the raffle. There you go. Maven snips, bro. Open up a ticket with Maven. You know what to do. You win all the time, dude. All right. Congrats, buddy. Okay. Take her easy.